Hello everybody and welcome back to Peach King Gaming. Hope everyone's doing really well and having an awesome day. I'm really hyped because I just got a new PB on a park run that I did today, so I'm really happy with that. Hope that everyone out there is having a nice time and able to do their own things that's getting them hyped and really letting them enjoy themselves. My name's Tom and today we'll be continuing our Lizardmen campaign with Kroq Gar. From where we left off last time, we had a couple of big battles. We managed to get Kroq Gar his spear and we managed to capture this city here. Didn't quite manage to get Pax-O up. Oh no, we did. Where did that come from? I didn't even notice that. I swear at the end of the last battle, he didn't have it. So, well, there we go. Pax-O is now level 18 and we're getting him his Carnosaur. Nice and easy decision there. I really like the Lizardmen on their Carnosaur mounts. I haven't actually used a lot of other people on mounts, but I do love the Carnosaur. Down here, we do have to keep an eye on her. That's why I'm keeping Kroq Gar. One, so he gets more replenishment, but two, I just don't know where this lady's going to go with her army. As I told you before, that army is so powerful just based on the strength that the game calculates. But even if we look at it, they've got a lot of armor-piercing missile units. In fact, I think well over half of their army is armor-piercing, which means they would just tear us to shreds if we ever face them. I mean, even the units that don't have armor-piercing missiles, a lot of them are just armor-piercing attacks. So we would face a lot of trouble if we actually face them. Pax-O needs to stay here to get a little bit of replenishment going, but once he's... and he also can't move anywhere now that he's captured this city, but afterwards it's probably worth investigating these islands down here. I really want to get to the point where I can do the Rite of Awakening, and I'm pretty sure that's fairly close because we're building up here. Yep, 3 turns we can do a Rite of Awakening to get ourselves a Slan Mage Priest. I'm going to go around, I think I'll build a few geomantic pylons in some of my capital cities where I've got space, just to try and reinforce that geomantic web. Plus it gives you better income from all your buildings, which is never a bad thing. Up in the western jungles, I think I'm going to build the Weapon Crafters Commune, because then, if I upgrade some of my other buildings, I can unlock the Kroq Gars and Temple Guard. Yeah, if I build this, I'll also be able to train the Kroq Gars here, so I'll go for that. And another geomantic pylon. I'm just deciding if next turn whether it would be worth building some skink lookouts up here, because if this is going to be my new border, any armies coming from the north, this is going to be one of the first cities that gets hit. Just going to have to leave it for now and move on to the... Oh, I completely forgot. Glad I can read this every so often, so definitely need to enact the commandment. Yeah, better growth and better public, always a nice little one to start off with. Moving along. Okay, so someone managed to steal a bit of technology from us, but it's nothing too much to worry about. She hasn't gone for Dawn's Light, which is actually a good thing for us, but I don't know where she's actually going, so that's the worrying bit. I'm just going to get Dickie Deacon to dry land so that if anything happens, hopefully he can potentially defend some of these cities down here with the garrisoned units against her. They've retreated back here and actually recruiting units, so that means that they must be planning to come and attack somewhere. Oh, Kroq Gar's gone up a level again. I'm going to go for the Blessing of Itzel, like I said. We can get that 20% upkeep benefit for the Pterodon Riders, Cold Ones, Stegodon, Bastillodon, all of those units, because although I don't have a huge amount and it's mostly Saurus at the moment, in time I'm going to have a lot more of them in his army, so I'm kind of looking in the long run. And actually that already massively boosts our income. That's gone up from, what, 4,000 to 5,000? That's actually made quite a big difference. That's more of a difference than I thought it was going to make. Can we get Winston to have an attack on this guy? What kind of chance have we got? Yeah, I'll give it a chance. Oh, he didn't. Did anything happen? Maybe he has to be out of the army first. Now let's have a try. Oh, he got it, and he wounded him. So that's got rid of him. Well done. Nice work, Winston. I didn't actually expect you to do so well. Right, I'm going to get Pax-O to... Sorry, get Kroq Gar to move over here, and then if I stick him in mustering or encampment, it should improve his replenishment. Yeah, there we go. And get Winston to go and join him. Okay. So it's just a fight. In the aftermath, Clearly 2 ships met in combat and brought each other low, their rival crews drowning in battle and hatred, but their loss could be your gain, as the sunken ships lean on each other in unstable fashion. Time is short, salvage must be sought quickly. Well, Pax-O's going to fight a lot, so I'll go for the better battle. Channeling Staff. That's useful. Right, that's going... I'm going to give that to... Oh, Winston straight away, because he's my only real magic user. And... Thank you. And then if we force march back into the city, we can go and investigate that and have nearly a full army by the end of next turn. Okay, I think we've set ourselves up nicely to keep going forward. Okay, so Niji's back for battle, able to be recruited, which is fine. Nice, so the Saurus will all be stronger now whenever we recruit them, which I think probably includes the Temple Guard. And we could perform the Rite of Sotek again if we wanted to. But we don't need that, so that's fine. Okay, I'm going to build the Tablet of Monuments just to unlock it, because then even if I destroy the buildings, once I've unlocked this first one, it still leaves the chain unlocked. Saying that ammunition for skinks is really useful. And as I just showed in that siege battle, them having 20% more ammunition, I've just done even more damage to the enemy. Okay, I'm going to go down this line just because I want the skink to have a bit more strength. Okay, Winston, join back in to the army. Kroq Gar, come off your encampment and make your way towards... Ooh, you might even be able to reach it this turn. No, he can't reach it this turn. That's annoying. Come off force march. Let's go and have a look at this shipwreck, because that's probably going to be the Vampire Coast again. Oh, no, it's not. I assumed that would... Oh, yeah, it is. Sorry. Reading it correctly. Cursed Islet. Yep, of course we're going to explore the army with explore the island with an army like this. Same character model, but nowhere near the same level. The army I'm worried about is level 35, but might have to keep an eye out on that rotting Leviathan. Though looking at it, we've got the range on them with the Bastillodon unit, so I'm going to use that to my advantage. I like this battle map. That little donut in the middle, that's going to allow us to flank around the sides quite comfortably. Okay, definitely have to use this guy to try and get some range on them. If we have him right in the middle, use the skink as a bit of a screening force to try and do some damage to them. See if I can get some shots on any of their units. In fact, I'm going to aim for that Leviathan. In fact, if we get my units around the sides now to flank them while these skirmishers are doing good work, Pax-O can do well against that guy, and that gives me an opportunity to move the rest of these guys in, because now that they've gone down into that middle bit, they've actually caused themselves to be completely encircled. They've turned and started firing on us, but it's too late for them. They're already going to get encircled now. These units are going to start crumbling, aren't they? Yeah, they're crumbling due to damage sustained. We've got them. I'm going to get the Bastillodon engine to actually do some fighting in the middle as well. So they're holding their own there. Go and get them so they don't attack us too much from the back. That unit's completely gone. How's he doing against some of these? The Leviathan. The Leviathan's actually bigger than him. That is a massive unit. Don't let it go, don't let it go. Tormentor Sword. I love that it also pins them in place. They can't move and... Oh, they're getting some shots at us, but we're crumbling so many of their units, it's not even going to bother us. These guys have almost won. Yeah, this battle's nearly over. Go get them. Don't let them fire it too much, because despite the fact that they're nearly lost, it's still going to do some damage to us. Go on, Bastillodon, crash into them. There we go. Now let's see this Leviathan defeated by Pax-O. Oh, well, I think it was one of the other units that defeated it, but it's gone. Right, let's go and get their leader, though his leadership's completely gone. So the binding of the army's lost, which means that all the other units are going to crumble if they haven't already. Yeah, you can literally see them dropping away there because they're crumbling. So that's all that's left is that leader, and he is gone. Or she is gone, sorry. Fairly comfortable victory there, not a lot of losses at all. And should get a decent bit of loot. I wonder if... It should be several thousand, whatever we get, because I remember we got 20,000 at one point, but the army seemed a lot stronger when we fought that one. 1,713, that's fine. Pax-O's going up in level again. Yeah, I'm just going to get some unit replenishment going. Got a prize hunter, nice. Okay, 8,000, so I reckon it probably is the case that depending on how strong the enemy army is that you face in that... Well, sorry, the bigger the treasury that you'd get, the stronger the army that you'd face. Because I think I'm more likely to have more of them in terms of... have more source units with Pax, so I'm going to give him the Blessing of Quetzal, which is just pumping our income up each turn. But yeah, all of those units now, that means they've got a decreased upkeep. After fights like that, we've got another good bit of income. Oh, yes. Okay, so get this up to level 4, because then that unlocks another good few buildings that we can construct here. With her advancing her way over here, I think what I'm going to want to do is build some walls for these various cities, just so they have a better chance of defending themselves and a better garrison to fight her off. And also, if I upgrade this, it will take 6 turns. Yeah, I'm still going to do it, because then if I can build the walls eventually, all of these cities will be walled, and it will just make it that much harder for the enemy to get them. But because of that, I'm going to demolish this building so that I can build a better garrison for this city as well, because I'll build that later on when I've got a bit of money spare lying around. I'll just build this to get some more money. Oh, now I've got the opportunity. So yeah, I will build for this city up here. Chottle. I'll build a better garrison and then eventually build walls. So now it's in all likelihood Queek Headtaker is going to force his way back down here to reinforce this city for when we attack it. But that will probably be a good battle next turn. Okay, so we've got a little bit... Okay. So they've ended their non-aggression pact with us. Does that mean they're going to come and attack us? Well, not this turn then. Everyone's getting a bit strict. Clearly I've not got great public order in a lot of my cities for people just becoming so strict with everybody. Oh, we've got it, the Rite of Awakening. It doesn't cost anything, but I'm going to immediately do that so that I can recruit a Slan Mage Priest when I want to. Let's have a look what he's available. If I recruit him up in this region, it means that he's got better access to a lot of really strong units up this way. Saying that, I hadn't even noticed I can recruit some skink chiefs. I was just thinking I didn't have a lot of heroes, but now I can actually recruit some. Might not be a bad idea to recruit some of these guys and send them around to go and scout out other people and take it as a chance to, well, yeah, scout them out and damage the enemy. I like that one, because he's not going to be in an army. That's quite a useful one to have where he's got a good chance of defending himself. So I'll recruit Yarrick. Oh, and that completed that mission. Oh, and so this is one of the small missions that you were meant to do early on. I haven't done it at all, because it's giving us such small amounts of plaques as reward. Right, what can we do for you? Specialist seems like quite a good one to get. He's got the other ones like improved replenishment, but that's good if he's in an army. Hinder replenishment, which is quite a good one as well, actually. Assassinate. I think I'm going to have a good concentration on Assassinate and Specialist for now. And then next turn I can get him to make his way up north, because I'm definitely going to think of invading some of these guys at some point. Forgot what I was actually looking for. I wanted to have a look at the Slan Mage Priest that we can recruit. So, we can recruit Supine. And he's confident, which gives everyone better leadership. It's not a bad one to have. But if we recruited him now, that would cost us a lot more money, and I don't think I need him right now. We're still a good few turns off the next ritual. Maybe closer to the next ritual I'll recruit him, because I want the armies around the ritual sites, because I imagine every time the ritual's completed, stronger armies come and attack you, and it's probably a good idea to actually be able to defend some of them. And yeah, getting this up to level 4 means that I'll be able to improve these city walls. So I think it's longer than that away, is it? 32 a turn. So we're 200 away. And we're only about 6 turns, 7 turns away from actually being able to do the ritual. Have to think about that one. Okay, what else have we got going on? Oh yes, so now I can build this Mystic Barriers to improve the defense of this city. And if I improve this, so Dinosaur Reserves, yeah, much better boost to the exotic animals, which means if I do eventually recruit like Kroq Gars and other units down, well, sorry, not the Kroq Gars, the big units down here, that gives them a good little boost. And it reduces upkeep for all units by 3%, for all of those units for 3% in all armies. I'm going to leave Dicky Deek here for now, because I'm basically going to follow her up the coast to see where she goes to. Oh, Winston's gone up a level. Okay, what have we got here? That's going to be a good one to get at some point, so he doesn't get shot too much. Not worried about the magic. Want immortality soon. Quite like the look of Arcane Vassal, which just gives him a bound spell of Fireball, which if the... I was going to say wand. What has he got? His staff. Not a wand, his channeling staff. That would reduce that to every 45 seconds. Yeah, I'm going to go for the Arcane Vassal. Otherwise, let's go to HEADTAKER. Search the ruins. Oh no! That's not what I meant to do. I didn't mean to use Winston to do that. Damn it! And now he can't go into the army. Okay, that wasn't what I was... Oh, poop. Because I don't really want to attack there without him. Okay, I'm going to get Pax-O to see off Queek Headtaker. Queek immediately runs away, so there's nothing to worry about there. We're just going to have to take the city without him, aren't we? Oh, unless we can continue the siege. No, he has 0 movement points, so there's no way we can get Winston to go in there. That was a waste of money. A real waste of money. Right, I'm just going to capture this city because otherwise next turn Queek's absolutely... If I end turn, Queek's absolutely going to come and reinforce this region. So I'm just going to take out the city without Winston, sadly, because that was entirely my mistake and a waste of like 1,400 gold. Fairly basic looking siege attack. And attacking anywhere is not going to cause too many issues. They haven't got really strong units, got a few halberds, a little bit of Skavern, a little bit of clan rat, nothing to worry about. I think those are night runners, maybe gutter runners, one of the two. Kroq Gar can run around on the battlefield trying to distract the units a little bit, but mostly it's just getting up on those walls as quickly as possible. Okay, we've destroyed their gate, get in there as quick as we can. You boys stay out there, I don't want you gain, because I'm pretty sure that they've got halberds just behind the wall, so I'm not going to send you straight in there. But I will send Kroq Gar in, as counterintuitive as that seems, because he seems to have so much physical resistance that it's not going to cause us an issue. Kroq Gar in there now, get a swiftness of Itzel down. In fact, get some Saurus units in behind him, because Kroq Gar pulls over there, he'll draw away a lot of their units. Yeah, Kroq Gar's in there. Oh no, they're not following us. Interesting. Nice shot in there. Now we need to take out their walls as much as possible. Oh, ouch! Looks like they're gonna. Oh, that was a silly one on their part. They hit their men nearly as much as they hit me. Kroq Gar's causing a little bit of chaos in the back here. They're able to summon down an awful lot of magic at the moment. It's causing me a bit of issues, but now I can get some of my skink up on the walls, hopefully. Right, Kroq Gar, where are you going to take on that lord, if you can? Okay, we're getting in against them a bit better now, taking out their units quite comfortably. In fact, we're actually causing quite a few of them to rout, which is nice. Is he up against their leader yet? No. Get in the middle, swiftness. I like that nice little explosion. It is good if Kroq Gar gets a bit cornered, because then it clears the unit out for him. Looking at it, most of their units are here now, and we're actually shattering a decent number of them. In fact, we even shattered their leader. Can we get a shot on him? Oh, nearly got him. Okay, all they've really got left is a unit of Storm Vermin and some slingers. They crash through the units so nicely. It's just using that bulk to get through the enemy. Oh, they're all shattered. Final swiftness of it's all just for the heck of it. I love seeing the rats fly everywhere from that. Okay, comfortable win. Few hundred losses, but nothing that's going to really impact us at all. 2 of our most valuable players there. I do want to get a few more of the big units. I don't feel I've got nearly enough of them at the moment. Little bit of loot from that. Winston must have felt so left out. Poor Winston. Yeah, let's loot and occupy, get a bit of money. So we secured the province. Kroq Gar's got some got a better leadership when he's laying siege to cities. Can he get in there now? Nope, because he has got no movement, so he's just going to have to wait, which means next turn when Queek almost certainly attacks the city, he's not going to be able to join them. That's annoying. But let's repair... Ooh. No, I don't need that here. I don't need the Pterodon one here. But I can do that for the Chameleon Skinks, which means one of it's worth build potential. Ooh. Is the Southern Jungles an area I'm going to recruit troops particularly? Yeah, I'll build that and recruit some more Skinks down in this region. I'm not going to build the... I'm not going to improve this place because then I can save up the population surplus because I want to get this up to level 4 as soon as possible. Again, we'll do the alignment of crafting. Oh, got an imminent... So the Southern Jungles is going to rebel next turn, but that doesn't bother me too much. If anything, I can use that. Again, 1 for a bit of training. 2, it's going to keep rebelling because of the corruption at the moment. With 11 corruption due to the Skavern, it's going to be a problem. I need to get rid of Queek Headtaker just so that the corruption from him goes down because he's got a corruption of 3. Nothing else to really do at the moment, so we'll move forward. So yeah, that's not unexpected at all. One of the Lizardmen faction was wiped out, which is interesting. But that army's raiding, which is fine. Now, Winston, don't run off on your own anymore. Come and join back with the army. I did not expect... I honestly expected Queek to come and attack, but I guess by doing that he ensures that he doesn't lose any more troops, I'm guessing. Right, what should we build here? Well, I'll build the geomantic web just because it's useful to have that. I'm already building that building. There's no point in building the ones for the skinks. Build it in one of the smaller cities because it can't go up to too high of a level. I'm also going to build I think I'll also build a shrine to the old ones just because that will enable me to get the extra income in all the region. And it gives me a bit of untainted and some public order, so I'll take that one. Now, let's wipe out these guys nice and comfortably. Yeah, they're a nothingness, are they? The rat ogres might cause a little bit of damage, and those plague claw catapults will also probably do some damage, but we should be able to get rid of them fairly comfortably. Nice decisive victory, but took a few casualties, mostly from their plague claw catapult, as you can see there, and that's kind of hard to avoid sometimes, getting shot at by those when they've got such long range. I'm going to get sacrifice to Sotek going again, just because the increased leadership and the bonus experience is always a nice little touch. So yeah, killed him. Quite a nice shot from Kroq Gar with the Hand of Gods. Okay, I'm going to give him the one for the Dark Elves as well. I'm going to get him upgrade Curse of the Midnight because I think it'll be good against the units with better armour, and that reduced melee attack is actually really powerful. Okay, time to take out Queek Headtaker, and this should be a nice battle. Plague Claw catapults are probably going to do a bit of damage to us. Quite a narrow battlefield, but we should be able to flank them from both sides because I've got Kroq Gar coming in from the back, so while we hold this area, we should be able to flank them reasonably comfortably. Or pincer them. Is it a pincer movement where you attack from both sides? Very simple map, but it's got a massive choke point there. It's a good amount of magic, so I won't worry about that. I think for these guys, it's going to be a case of advancing forward as quickly as we can, because their units, well, they're going to get attacked from the back by our reinforcing army. Get these guys to fire on them a little bit. Are they attacking? Oh no, they're attacking from our side. That's not what I thought. Okay. This battle's going to be a bit different from what I thought, but either way, still probably not a bad idea to just advance as quickly as possible. Only real thing I want from the reinforcing army is going to be Kroq Gar and Winston, so Winston can get magic down and Kroq Gar can get himself in there and cause some damage. Those Plague-Claw catapults are doing us some damage already. Chain Lightning should actually do really well against them now, and I'll get a really powerful breath through the middle of them as well. There we go. Kroq Gar, get your butt in there. Where's Pax-O? Come on. Good. I was worried for a second. I thought Winston had actually engaged them. Now, if we can get over the top, Tormentor Sword. Getting his magic back. Go on, guys, just get engaged in there. I want to get a really nice, powerful magic attack on these guys as soon as I can. Now, if I overcast this straight through there, how much damage can we get on? That's pretty good. Get the fireball in on them. Kroq Gar really is powerful. Just trying to destroy the Plague-Claw catapults as much as possible. It might even be worth getting Kroq Gar to come out and attack those. Same with Pax-O, because those Plague-Claw catapults really are what's doing the damage to me at the moment. Okay, we seem to slowly be whittling them down and forcing our way forward through them. Right, come on, Golem, do a really good charge in for me. No, that's fine. Oh, he charged right through there. Well done, Golem. There we go. Oh, shattered. Finally, a lot of them are shattered. There's Queek Headtaker. Right, that was a very comfortable victory, though we took a lot more casualties than I'd necessarily have liked from those Plague-Claw catapults. Yeah, as you can see there, the Plague-Claw catapults took out over 300 people between them, and that's going to be where most of our losses were. We need some artillery of our own in some way. So nice decisive victory. A little bit of loot, nothing too much to shout home about. Standard of discipline. It's just leadership, so it's not anything that's too concerning. 1,100 is not a bad amount. Yeah, I'm going to take the 1,100 from that. Superior attack over Pax-O, which is good. Damn those Plague-Claw catapults, I thought I'd taken some more of them out. But it's a nice open terrain, so it should be easy to get round to the back of them with my feral units. Sorry, my cold one units. Very open plain, very easy to get around units, so that will be useful for me. Wow, it's even flatter and more plain than I thought it was going to be. Just having a nice simple front line and engaging them as quickly as possible is probably going to be the best thing to do. I need to try and get on top of those Plague-Claw catapults as quickly as possible, because they're going to be, as you've seen in some of the other fights, they're the things that are going to cause me the most trouble. Chain Lightning going on there for Winston. So just drop magic wherever we can. Having those horses, having the cavalry come right in around the flanks, perfect, exactly what I needed. Strong breath attack through there, nearly finishes off those units. Now that's where we might have a little bit of issue. I'm going to need Kroq Gar to go and take on Queek. because otherwise Queek's going to do too much damage to a lot of my units. Right, the only real thing left is Queek. Going to get everyone away from him, so Queek should be fairly easy to take care of. No, they're rampaging. Get away from Queek, get away from Queek. Another nice victory. This time I'm actually going to kill Queek. Didn't quite manage to chase down Queek. We just got off the map away from me. Yeah, I know, that was a nice decisive victory that time. 1062. Dawnstone? That's a nice one. So we've got another one that improves our physical resistance for another person, so probably worth giving it to Pax-O. Sorry, anyway, let's decide what we want to do with them. I'll take another 1,000. Is that Queek's army gone completely? So we've got an administrator, which is good. And that's it, Clan Wars is completely destroyed. And yeah, so we've got a Dawnstone. So yeah, as I said, I've decided to give the Dawnstone to both Pax-O and Kroq Gar, because just that physical resistance is a great extra bonus for them. It means they can get right in the fight and not worry about getting hit too much. Obliterate the Undead's probably a good one as well, because we're fighting quite a lot of the Undead at the moment. So in terms of well, we're going to fight, I reckon we're going to fight some Tomb Kings, and we are fighting quite a lot of Vampire Coasts, so that'll be a good one for us. Right. Pax-O, I think it's actually probably worth you making your way up north so you can investigate these things. Let's send Yarek up this way. Some enormous skeletons out in the desert. Nothing overly interesting up in the north. Need to get him really exploring around there, see what's up that way. Actually, it might not even be a bad idea to see if we can recruit another hero to do a similar thing. Oh, we can get some Scar Veterans now. I saw a Scar Veteran would be really useful to have in terms of an army that is going to be led by one of the Slan Mage priests, because then he can do the fighting and the Slan Mage can cast his magic. Strong doesn't seem overly useful for a Skink Chief. Cunning does though. And get him, and I think I might include this guy in an army a bit more, so I think similarly for now I'm going to send him out to get a bit of training, but in time he'll join an army and he will be a bit more of a fighter in an army. Actually, I want to head over this way, so I'm going to send him up over there, because wherever the Altar of the Horned Rat is, that's where I'm heading to. Completely misjudged that, so yeah, send him over. You are coming over this way, good fella. Alright, Dicky D, just make your way up the coast, because I'm not sure where she's going. I'll actually build walls at the Tower of the Sun, because I feel that's going to be useful, and that's most of our money spent. Okay, not a lot else we can do now, so we'll move along. Okay, reclaiming the Lost World. Your noble Slan Mage priests have devised a ritual that will give you, even ordinary skinks, increased immunity against some of the foul diseases lingering in territories overrun by the vile servants of the Great Horned Rat. However, they must still be defended against other threats in the abandoned temple cities. Ground could be regained this way, though troops would have to be committed in the skink's defence. I'm not really suffering much attrition, so I'm just going to do nothing for now. Nice, Kroq Gar's got a builder, that's a good trait. Worth taking out these guys, and then probably... they're not going to be able to do much against us, but it's whether or not we want to take out their city so that then they can't keep sending troops against us. They look like they're heading north, but they're not too much of a risk right now, so I'll leave that and keep... No, I'm going to leave Pax-O here, send him into this city to regain health, and then I'm going to recruit another lord for this area and potentially advance northward. I am going to recruit myself. Where has he gone? Supine. I'm going to recruit Supine. Now that does drop us down to just under 5,000, but if we then also recruit Saurus Scar Veteran, now who's good? That's what we want him for, fighting, so both of them called Supine? Supine and Supine. Right, I'm gonna have to think about something about their names. Definitely gonna have to do something about those two names. I can't have that. But I'll give him Predatory Fighter, get him started off along the right routes for fighting, and give him Route Marcher so he can lead his armies around. And now, what do we want to recruit him? These big boys, these bad boys. Let's get him 2 of those. And just a unit of Saurus warriors as a front line. Yeah, Pax-O can stay there. And right, we'll finish this on... They've actually gained some more units. I didn't realise they were going to gain some more. That's fine. Right, we'll take these guys on. This will be our final battle and we'll call it a part after this. Similar battlefield, they've got a choke point, so we're going to have to make our way through that choke point as quickly as possible, because otherwise there's no way for us to flank around them. But Kroq Gar's can lead the charge with Winston backing him up with magic, which should disrupt their lines enough for us to not worry about it. Bit low on the old magic there. Much better. Just going to be a case of charging forward as quickly as we can get to. Maybe try and pepper them from the side with some shots, but definitely a case of getting Winston in there to use his magic to disrupt them as much as possible. There we go, get that chain lightning down. Try and get as many of the units as possible to group up around Kroq Gar. Already shattered one of their units. Can we even get straight onto the Plague Claw catapults with Kroq Gar? If that's the case, get the rest of my units just to charge in. Yeah, Kroq Gar's engaging that unit, so that's already distracted them. We did a comment on that. How much damage is this comet going to do for us? That pretty much took out that unit, didn't it? Kroq Gar is so powerful, just getting him charging in there. Oh, they do have some magic though, so they're going to cause us some trouble there. And someone's cast something on Winston so they can't move. Kroq Gar's in against their leader now, so he can do the damage he needs to. Who have we got left? What, just a breath against these guys do? Nope, did good there. They're already shattered. Golem's chasing these guys down. I do want their leader taken out this time. Never quite understand why Golem goes into a rampage every so often, even though he's not really fighting against anything difficult. Here the Earthquake as Kroq Gar comes charging in. Just take him out, just kill the leader. Oh, hello. I thought he was going to eat him for a second there, that would have been cool. And there we go, Rattok for the win. Winston got him with a headshot. Very comfortable victory there. Managed to cut down on those Plague Claw catapults relatively early on, so they couldn't do too much damage against me. Even with all his magic, he only managed to get 4 kills, which is quite impressive. Like, impressive in a bad way. Little bit of post-loop battle, a little bit of experience. Not really too much worried about some more money. We've still got 4,600 in a turn, so I think we'll do a sacrifice to Sotek there. Unfortunately, well, no, we'll keep using it for experience, so we haven't quite wiped them out, but as I said, that was the last battle, so I think we'll call it a part there now. Thank you all for joining me today, as always. I really do appreciate the company. I really do enjoy you watching these episodes with me. Well, sorry. I really do enjoy you watching these episodes while I play them. I hope you guys really enjoy them. I like talking to you guys. I like getting comments back from you. It really, really is nice to start building a community here. Thank you all for any support. If you really like what I'm doing, do go down and give it a like. put some comments. I'd really do appreciate the feedback. Otherwise, as always, thank you very, very much for joining me, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!